I mean, you can probably come up a couple ticks to like 900 on the YM, or even 905. Just retested that. So yeah, like 904, 904 on the YM. Uh,
All right.
didn't hear the little birdie. Probably should keep up. Oh, there it goes. All right, okay.
Yeah.
I got a message. A few people were having issues this morning getting
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I was having trouble this morning. I couldn't get in the room this morning for some reason. Where's my stop at here? Let me pay attention.
919 on the YM. 919 is your stop.
Ooh,
And
this is
then on the
probably going to pull
ES, we're
back.
going to go to the top of this range, 32.
All
We got
right.
another point there. It'll give us a
32.
tick.
32 it is.
It'll either tick down to here and take off, or it's going to take it out, one or the other. But that's the only place I can find that even makes sense. To try to stay in for a bit of a runner. I mean, we're going into all-time highs.
It's going to get
Do a
me.
calculated area. Calculated. Oh, that's a good trade. I'll take that to the bank if you don't want it.
I'll take it. Good way to start it.
I'll take it to the bank if you want to. All right, everybody else, you got pullback coming. Look up at stochastics. Be patient. Let it be clean hook and stochastics. YM, you're still in the game here. Stops up to 931 now on the YM. 931 on the YM. And we got anybody left on the YM long. And that's a good way to start the week off, people. YM just gave you another chance. It's probably going to get a little heavy here in a minute, like the ES. ES, get a little rejection wedge. Look for the little W. That's a prior conjunction area. So in a strong trend day, you can use those as entry points. But what you'd really like to see probably is a move down toward the first touch rule. And what would be the first sign that this is going to be a pure trend? For our rules, what setup working would give you the idea that this is a really good trend environment? Some members, what setup members?
Can't hear anything.
Nope. Would be the first sign. I'm giving you a hint. First sign from our setups that the trend day would probably be working, especially on the ES.
Hey, wait for it.
Hey.
Well, Wakeboard's here. Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep, loud and clear.
All right, cool. Sorry about that.
Come on, Lulu. Name, guys. Just name a setup that we have, an entry setup. That's all you gotta do. Start naming setups, and I'll tell you the one that you get right. All right, let's do this. Never mind. Since you guys don't want to do it, I'm gonna do this. Which there's a hookup in stochastics on the ES. Got the same thing on the YM. you go.
Yep.
Now you guys got a poll to do it. Let's see who pays attention to what we talk about while you guys are taking your targets off. I'll do a poll.
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, it's getting spicy out there. And volume went away. Hey, you guys are all over the map here. I like it. But the majority of you get pretty spot. Give a few more minutes, let everybody chime in here. I like it. This is good. I like the poll. Make people think about what they're doing, right? Definitely have targets off on the YM long. If you did that one, ES, you could have had targets off and stopped to no lose. You might be flat right now, but you have to take that little small trade. You gotta watch out for the YM right now. If it doesn't break, it's this little hopping pattern, if you will. If it doesn't break above the prior swing, then start thinking about your volatility number. Anybody else chiming in? Let's see. We got a couple more people that want to chime in. Anybody else want to chime in on the poll? I'll close it down in 3, 2, 1. Good results. So, 64% of people were correct in saying the first touch rule.
I think the clue
Are
was,
now flat on the
first
YM.
time.
President Biden
Fine.
saying he's not going anywhere, and he's confident that the Democrats want him on the ticket.
Yeah, here goes the market's about to dump.
There we go.
I read that poll. The market says starts dumping.
Consumer-
You say something. Wait for it because I can't hear you.
You think consumer confidence?
Yeah, I said I think the clue what you gave in the question was the first sign.
You're right. That's exactly. That was definitely the clue I gave in the question.
The first.
Okay,
sign.
so why not a W? Why not an on-ticker? Why not a FOBO? Well, because a FOBO at this point would come to which direction?
The other way.
Be correct. So those of you that said FOBO, I don't know who it is. Just gives me percentages. Those of you that said FOBO, but take notes. Listen, guys. Why the first touch rule? Here's the deal. We've seen so many days recently where the first touch rule is not something we're working at, looking at, even thinking about. Correct? Why? No clear trend, no clear direction. First touch rule will not be respected in a non-trend environment. Correct? How many have watched the video and saw that? Look at this on the YM, dumping already. First touch rule not respected. So that's the first sign to me that we probably aren't going to be in a pure trend environment. Does it make sense, guys? Keep it simple. Like literally, keep it simple. On the YM, just push through the 89. So it had no respect of the first touch rule. Which, again, why do we have first touch rule? Because big boys and girls do it. This is part of their trading plan. Why wouldn't it be part of ours as we sit here and think and act like institutions as traders, patiently waiting for our setup? Anybody? Can you guys hear me? Is it logical enough or just too simple? Both? Well, W start to form on the YM, but I'd be afraid of it on the long side now. Yeah, think about it, guys. Like, think about it. How many days have we spent? Look at the daily chart. How many days have we spent recently where the first touch rule gets violated time after time? But then all of a sudden, we'll have a pure trend day, like some of these days back here, where we're able to get first touch rules. And let's put it this way: how many times in the afternoon, when you guys have been with Wait For It this year, or Boss Hog, and you've gotten first touch rules because the market started trending regularly, right, guys? You couldn't find that first touch rule to save your life or in the morning because it's choppy, chopping, dropping around. YM's got one more little push to make and it'll be off to the races. So it did run into a bit of resistance there. Looks like the ES did too. I guess I was just a little off on that measuring of the move.
All right.
So those of you that answered FOBO, W, non-tick rule, make sure you take your notes and tell yourself. Then those of you that guessed first touch rule didn't really have a reason why. Take notes as well. You got a little bit of a fake out, a breakout trade here. If you guys have already been big green, you could be look at the breakout on the long side. I called the W on the YM, but again, I did say go with caution. Anybody want to do the W on the YM or the ES breakout trade? Trade at your own risk, please. If you didn't get long when I said to go long earlier, both times, you might be battling uphill, having an uphill battle right now. So you got to get your targets off quick. You got to be a ninja at managing your trade. That's what I think we'll do that. We'll make them trade ninjas. Once you have gone through coaching and prove that you can manage your trade, we're gonna give you a trade ninja icon. How about that? Trade ninja. Oh, it's too much like Ninja Trader platform. Never mind. All right. Definitely have targets off on the YM. Anybody other than the two that always go in on the YM have get in on the YM? Ghost Paper, what's up? Nice. You're vacationing with us. Cool. Targets off on the ES. Take targets pretty quick. Stopped on the YM now. It can be moved to guaranteed money 931. It looks like. Target's definitely off in the ES now. 3175. That's a little tight. 3150 is probably the stop, a real stop, but still probably gives you a little risk. But that wasn't a huge breakout, so it's pretty. I mean, I guess the risk on that was acceptable if you don't count the little push down there. Now you should be pretty good at 3175. I mean, you could probably even go a little tighter if you're worried about this not going up to the top there. So you could be at 3250. Dealer's choice on that one. All right. Pullbacks until price stays under specific levels on the YMES. Price is not staying under said levels. So you are buying pullbacks until you see some type of flipping pattern. Stops up to YM just did that. 969. Maybe even stick on that. 971. Probably keep you in on the YM. 971. Yes, stay in it. I wish I'd done this one too, Paul. It. Did you do it?
I did not. No, I've only had that one trade you called. That's it. But I'm good.
Yeah, no, that's a good enough trade for me. I'll take that $500.
I've just, again, you know me, when I'm distracted, I tend not to trade because
that's good to do.
Yeah.
Ghost Paper's live on vacation with us, buddy.
Hey, Ghost, where you at, man? Where's vacation?
I was literally about to ask that.
I need a vacation. Woo. I think we need to do our next boot camp in some vacation spot. Well, you live in a vacation spot. So.
I know. I know.
That does.
I live where people actually go on vacation.
Right.
Wait for, were you able to get those zones done?
I'm working on it right now.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Probably flat on the ES now. It's giving you a second chance. I just, how many times it's going to knock its head into new highs here? I don't know. Somebody told me a long time ago, though, markets are not afraid of heights.
Nope.
So, a long time ago, somebody told me that. 'Cause I used to just think constantly. My mindset was, it's got to fall from here. It's got to, especially back in 2014 to 15. I was like, what is
It
wrong
can't go
with
any
the world?
higher.
It can't go any higher.
Nah, never.
And I'm like loading up
Never.
on the short side every day and giving money back.
Giving all your money back.
giving money back. Like, what is going on here? This thing's got to drop. I mean, let's call it
Gotta
space.
go break up here. She gotta go.
Back then, nothing looked at really much better than it does now. But except we actually have bobbleheads falling along with crashing stuff now. So,
Boy, I got nothing up here.
What's that?
I was just saying this looks like it wants to go.
You're flat now on the YM, waiting for a nice clean hook of stochastics or W. If the first touch rule doesn't work here, then it did not work before on the YM, then you might want to tell yourself that this is not the trend environment that we were expecting. What was that? Wait for it.
The droids that you're looking for.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Starts off on second chance on the ES, people. Anybody that did that? Still waiting for the stocks to turn and a setup to form on the YM to get back long. The wick out of my zone. How do you get a zone when there's price has never been there? What do you like to know?
Alien technology.
Alien technology.
Right. Nobody's gonna ask that. How do you get a zone when price has never been there? How do you get a zone that works when price has never been there? Now, those of you that went to the last boot camp would know how.
Mm-hmm. That's right. We talked about that boot camp.
Made a big deal out of it.
Yep.
Because that was when the market was making new highs.
It
Back
was.
where is this? Back around June? When were we? Let's see, when was it?
It was
wasn't
June.
June one.
And then
Yeah.
there was May.
May. Yeah, we did it twice, both in May and June. So if
Mhm.
you went to either the May or June boot camp, you would know exactly how we got a zone and price had never been there. Now we got a zone that works and price had never been there. Now here's what I'll do. I'll let one of you guys, as in members, if you want to answer that for Ghost Pipper, tell him how we did it.
I'll tell you right now, the
Get a little hook at stochastics on YM now. It would be careful. Does it look like it's respecting the first touch rule at all? So that's a sign to me that just be careful. I would want to complete a W here on the YM, so it's starting to form a finished W now. And hook up stochastics. What are the differences on the charts between MYM and YM? If you're trading an MYM Viv, I would just put it on the same chart as a YM, hide the candles, and trade the YM price action. Isn't that what we've had people do, Paul?
What's that? Sorry. What did Viv say?
If they're trading an MYM or the MES,
Yes.
put it on the same chart as the YM or ES and trade the ES or YM price action.
Correct. Always trade the big chart. Trade off the bigger chart.
Yeah. Because it's gonna have a tick or two lag, the micros. Yeah, hide the micro candles. So you see how these flags are giving me the price action here on the ES. So you'll have an MES chart on the same chart as you have the ES or.
Tell you what, I can
on the YM. I'll talk about the YM. So see how the YM flags here give me the price action. Targets off on that W on the YM. Did anybody do that? Same two people trying to make money today. Good job, guys. Targets off, stops up. Thanks for reminding me. 960. Let's see here. I like this little objection wick here, so let's just go up into that. 967. You're probably flat on that last second chance. Look at my zone working out of the blue. Just pulled it out of the hat. More money. Somebody tell more money to restart or refresh order. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, more money. Okay, everybody can hear me fine then. All right, so
Got him.
what are we on? We were talking about how did we get the zone that works perfectly there? I mean, I feel like looking at that. Somebody, can you reach through my computer and pat me on the back? You're flat on the
Digital
wire.
hat's crazy.
That.
The digital
Grace do
hat's
it.
crazy.
Thank you, more money. Oh man, genius. Anybody want to know how to get a zone when there's no zone above you, no price action? Still waiting for a member to call it out. Remember that's learned this. Where you at, Lulu? That got awful quiet, didn't you?
She trading.
Right now.
Oh, I probably not.
It's a little late. You had your chances already, people.
Yeah. Probably not. I always say don't trade distracted.
All right. You guys really want to know? Lulu should know this. How do you get a zone that works that well? Starting to get a hookup stochastics on the ES. I am toying with that prior swing. So yeah, ticking below it too. So I'd hold my. You could probably do a breakout on the short side on the YM, but that's about it. Yes, I wouldn't do anything with that W.
I'd wait for a W on the yes.
No W. That's what I said. You could do a breakout to the short side right now.
Yeah,
But
right now on the
that's
YM. Literally.
You better already be green if you're doing it.
Yeah.
Don't just do it because we said it.
Yeah, a little late. I'd wait for a little more confirmation on that ES.
Guys, we got about an hour left this morning. You had a couple good chances of getting some good trades. Don't want you guys forcing too much. Maybe if you guys want to stick around after 11, maybe wait for I can hang out with you for a few minutes.
Sure.
But coaching sessions all afternoon.
Yeah,
You guys booked me solid, didn't you?
that's what you asked for. Got what
Hey,
you asked for.
I'd
Careful
rather,
what
I'd
you
rather have that. I'd rather have that than nothing.
This is true. Yeah, we need to talk at some point today.
Okay. You name it.
I'll let Miss Paulina figure that scheduling out.
Okay.
So I need to get on that schedule.
Yeah. Got some things. Look left to stay right. All right, you guys.
Nice. Wait for it. Cool.
You're welcome. What's that?
The levels on the NQ.
How did we get a zone that worked without price action being there? Somebody give me a guess, please. I'm not going to yell at you if you're wrong. But if you've been to boot camp, you should know this. You got too many people here right now. Almost 100 people. 3 people out of 80. There's got to be one that is willing to guess. Hey, Lulu. All right.
Took her a while,
Coming
but she
through
got
with
it.
the win. As your hookup and stochastics, I still would probably at this point want a nice W. But if you did the 16 tick roll from the zone, it did come from zone on the YM. So valid long signal on the YM there, guys. It's all right. Yeah, you measure a previous move in the direction that you're going in. That's all you have to do. And then calculate that from the prior swing high. And if you magically do that, you get a zone. What? You tell me you measure previous moves? Yes. Where else can you get the information where the next zone will be? All you can say is likelihood is that somebody else measured the prior move because you don't think that the big boys and girls are doing that. All right, targets off on the long side for the YM there, guys. Big time targets off, stops up to at least, let's call it 940. And still waiting for a finished product on the long side here for the ES, so be patient. The ES zone's gonna make me look like a genius today.
Yeah. Come on.
And a little hook of stochastics on the ES guys from a prior swing. Although you are kind of in the middle there, that's all right. It's testing its feet out in new waters, new highs. So, so you have to test out. If you don't want to trade here from here, don't take the trade. Wait for the pullback to where? To the zone, because we know it works. That may not happen in the next hour. So, if you're itching for a trade, there it is. YM stops. You want to go up a couple more ticks? All right, 943. It's probably gonna take you out now anyway. Dealer's choice on the YM stops. Get your targets off on the ES quick if you want to be on the long side, or sit on your hands. Wait for a more clean setup. I mean, this again came from prior swing. So again, for me personally, I would have only done it with a W. That's just me. I'm not saying you could have done it, because you obviously could have done, if you're a sniper on the 9 tick rule, you could have gotten a target off or 2 targets off. You definitely could have done that. Or you sit back and wait for a clean W to form. Flat now on the YM. Still can't make new highs on the YM, so that's not looking great for a long signal for the YM. So be careful, be patient. You guys have had 1, 2, 3 back-to-back long trades called for you on the YM. And then you had a somewhere around 840. I was telling you guys to get long. So you could have been long from 762. And then we did talk through the second chance there at 930. You could have been long from 762 on the YM all the way up to probably somewhere around 935. Now, why somebody didn't do that, I do not know. But we did talk through it. We even talked through that second chance at the open. Now you're flat on the YM. Next time, you look for a W pattern to confirm that the YM doesn't want to fall any further. It's about the rule of thumb, right? 3 times, get nice swings, knocks his head on the top, can't quite get there. can't quite get there on the YM. After the third time, I tend to start getting a little weary of that price action. Make sense, guys? Those of you on the YM? Paying attention, those of you on the YM? Okay. Same for the ES here now, right? Except for the last swing up gave it new highs. However, you got one push up toward the highs, second push up toward the highs. If it does it a third time, then the fourth time, you're going to sit there and say, let's wait just a minute. Maybe I really want a super clean W before I got this in. Okay.
Okay.
Magical zone. Yeah. You just measure a prior move. Huh?
Is anybody short in the YM?